This is an in-depth review of eSmart Tax. And so here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So eSmart Tax from Liberty Tax is actually one of the lesser known tax preparation services available on the market today. Everybody knows about TurboTax. People know about H&R Block, but very few have heard about the eSmart Tax from Liberty Tax. So this is a service from Liberty Tax. So if you're looking for something different, you might want to check out what eSmart Tax has to offer. So let's first talk about the pros and cons of this service so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into if you want to switch to eSmart Tax. First of all, the pros. This service includes Schedule D for S corporations. They have great UX and UI, so user experience is fantastic. User interface is fantastic. You have a tool that offers good tax resources for filers, business filers, and individual filers. You have good expense deduction capability. Help options within the application are kind of limited, but they are constantly working on improving things, so we love that. You have a guided interface that works well for simple filing situations. And you have a basic audit assistance that is included. This is really cool also. And filers can receive advice from tax pros at Liberty Tax offices. So this is just fantastic. So those are the pros, or let's say a non-exhaustive list of the pros that you can actually think about when you actually think about eSmart Tax. What about the cons? Well, there is no mobile app as of the date of this show. The free plan omitted from website offerings. It is difficult to enter rental income, stock trades, and crypto transactions. Maybe they have fixed it now, but the last time we checked this, those were not available. No session summaries, relatively high prices, and there is some kind of misleading website advertising. So we actually think that the pricing can be more transparent. Right now, it is not. So basically here, the thing is that eSmart from Liberty Tax offers easy online tax filing. And like its competitors, eSmart Tax uses the interview style throughout the tax prep process, though its layout may be better suited to those already familiar with online tax preparation applications. And so eSmart, in our view, is designed for families and those who wish to itemize deductions, as well as investors and small business owners. Though eSmart Tax can readily handle simple tax returns, there are other applications that are more suitable for single filers or those with less complicated needs, in our view. So it is what it is. So the question is eSmart, this application, is it right for your business? It really depends. I will go into the details later on. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Now let's talk about the value added here. So what additional benefits does eSmart Tax offer? Well, as well as offering federal tax filing and preparation services, eSmart Tax also offers the following benefits. You have audit support, you have automatic error detection, IRS free file available, and tax deduction finder. So this is kind of cool. And so when we talk about the benefits of eSmart Tax, we're talking about several benefits not typically found in other tax preparation applications, including the option to file S corporation returns using the premium plan. Low cost is another benefit in our view, as is free audit assistance, which is included with all plans. So this is really fantastic. So if you're looking for even more audit protection, consider purchasing enhanced audit assistance for $29.95. And you can also choose to purchase the eSmart bundle, which includes the enhanced audit assistance along with a 5-year safekeeping of your return and a printed bound copy of your return. So this is really cool. Now, what type of tax preparation software does eSmart Tax offer? Well, they have desktop software, they have web browser based iOS application and Android application. And what tax filing options does eSmart Tax offer? You have file in store, file online, and file with mobile app. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that eSmart Tax is a service from Liberty Tax. And Liberty Tax has been in business since 1997. So basically, we're talking about a well-established company that has been in business for many, many, many years. Okay, so those are things you need to really think about. Now, one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about eSmart Tax, basically, eSmart Tax actually offers a good selection of features, particularly for small business owners. It has its share share of frustrations in our view, including an inadequate help function, lack of phone support for the basic plan, and text-laden pages that you may be inclined to skim or skip. So this is what it is. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about eSmart Tax, a service from Liberty Tax. Let me go a little more granular here. So I want to talk to you about the features you can really expect if you are thinking about eSmart Tax. So basically, eSmart Tax uses a fairly straightforward tax preparation process, offering all features and functions typically found in tax preparation software, including complete Form 1040 preparation, a state filing option, you have Affordable Care Act forms, so ACA forms, the ability to enter itemized deductions, and the option to import prior year returns. So this is kind of cool. This is kind of basic too. I mean, they all do that anyway. eSmart Tax does not offer a mobile app, so if you need to use the application from your smartphone, you will need to access it via a web browser. eSmart Tax offers both a maximum refund guarantee and an accuracy guarantee. In addition, those using the premium plan can have their completed return reviewed by a tax pro prior to filing. And if you really get stuck, you can go into one of Liberty Tax's more than 3,000 plus locations to get in-person help if needed. The application also includes a variety of features specifically aimed at small businesses, including support for Schedule D, which is used to report gains, profit and losses for S corporations. So this is kind of cool. You also have sole proprietor income. You have data importing. You have tax resources. You have credits and deductions filing. So this is kind of cool. And so when we talk about sole proprietor income, along with your W-2, if you have any, you can actually enter all types of income in eSmart tax, including 1099 NEC income, interest and dividends, investment incomes, and any income derived from real estate holdings. So this is kind of cool. And the data importing feature is kind of fantastic also in eSmart Tax. So eSmart Tax offers good data importing options, allowing you to import last year's tax return even if you filed with a competing service. In addition, you may be able to import W-2s and 1099s depending on what payroll service issued them, eliminating the need to enter information manually. So this is kind of cool. And you also have interview style navigation, and you have audit assistance guarantee. So this is just fantastic. Let me talk to you about the extras here. So when you think about eSmart Tax, I've already established the fact that this is a service, this is a tool that has great EI and UI and UX. So the user experience and user interface is pretty good. You have the interview style type of tax filing. This is really fantastic. So when you think about eSmart Tax's ease of use, think about the fact that it uses the standard interview process throughout the application, though it does offer an opt-out for those who just want to access specific forms. If you're new to eSmart Tax, or even new to filing your own taxes online in the first place, we actually recommend the interview process. Okay, eSmart Tax, like all tax preparation applications, will sign you out of the application automatically if there's no activity, which is really good. We love that part too. And however, once you sign back in, instead of returning to the page you were on, you will return to the general information page, and you will then need to navigate to the page where you left off, which is something that TaxAct, for instance, doesn't do. So eSmart Tax, if you're listening to me, you probably want to change that sort of capability here. The eSmart Tax navigation screen is simple enough for those new to online tax filing, guiding you through the entire process. Though once you are through the initial information interview, you are presented with a long list of features and functions to choose from. So while this can be great for the experienced filer, those filing for the first time might find the options overwhelming. And another source of frustration is the help feature, which is accessible from within eSmart Tax, and the search function is not very intuitive in our view and can produce some questionable results. Okay, so those are things you need to really think about, but overall, it is still worth it. What about eSmart Tax's support? Well, eSmart offers a free email and chat support for all plans, while Deluxe and Premium users also have access to telephone support from a tax professional. In addition, product support can be accessed via social media channels such as Facebook and Twitter, though this is only for general questions, and help can be accessed from within the application, though it is limited to searching the knowledge base or emailing your question to the support team. So those are things you need to really think about. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about eSmart Tax. This is a review of eSmart Tax. Let's talk about pricing here. So basically, I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is the pricing for eSmart Tax as of the date of this show. Okay, now one thing I want to say here is that a free edition of eSmart Tax is available, though it's not really accessible from the pricing page. Instead, you can start the filing process, and if you meet the requirements for free filing, which only supports from 1040 Easy, you will not be charged. And we're not really sure why the free plan is omitted from the eSmart Tax websites, but that's likely to cause a lot of confusion for customers. Okay, and so each plan in eSmart Tax supports a variety of forms and schedules. So for the basic, you have a tool that supports Form 1040 and 8853, as well as Schedules A and B. For the deluxe, you have a tool that supports 1040, 4562, 8829, 8839, 8853, and Schedules A, B, and C. For the business tier, you basically have a tool that supports 1040, 4562, 8829, 4136, 4884, 4835, 8839, 8853, as well as schedules A, B, C, E, F, and K1. So K1, as you probably know, this is linked to Form 1065 and Form 1120S and Form 1120. And so right now, eSmart Tax is actually offering all three of its plans at a very reduced amounts. So those are things you need to think about. And so there is a bargain also for premium plan users, though like any tax preparation application, pricing is likely to change at any time. Okay, so the thing is that there is no separate mobile app available for eSmart Tax, but you can access the application using a web browser from your phone. Okay, and so basically professional audit assistance is available for all eSmart Tax plans at no additional cost. In addition, you can actually opt to purchase enhanced audit protection for $29.95, which offers guidance and assistance from Liberty Tax professionals. And basically, email and chat support is actually offered with all plans, with the deluxe plan and premium plan also offering telephone support options. So this is kind of cool. Let's talk about alternatives here. So eSmart Tax, which is really a subsidiary of a Liberty Tax, I think I've established that before, is actually it's not the only player in the market right now. So you have, for instance, I think I've said this before, you have H&R Block, you have Cash App Taxes, you have TaxHawk, you have 1040.com, you have TurboTax, you have a lot of them. Okay, and you also have players. It really depends on what you're looking for. If you want to have an online solution, or you want to have a solution that you can actually you can use your phone to actually file taxes from, it really depends. For instance, when you have the 1040.com software, this is the exact software used by eSmart Tax, but it comes in at a lower price point. In every case, it's one of those things where you analyze eSmart Tax, you really you think that Cash App Taxes is actually cheaper than eSmart Tax. Now the question is, are you just paying attention to the price, or are you looking for something else? Because at the end of the day, it really depends on the kind of situation you have, the kind of filing status that you have, right? So before you actually choose, we are actually preparing a more comprehensive comparative analysis of each tax software, so you have a clear idea. But to actually choose a tax preparation software tool, you want to pay attention to things like unemployment income, student loan interest, the ability to import last year's taxes, the ability to import to actually snap a picture of your W-2, multiple states, multiple W-2s, earned income tax credits, child tax credits, HSAs, retirement contributions, retirement income, assets, pensions, and stuff like that. Okay, interest income, dividend income, capital gains, rental income, self-employment income, small business owner, audit support, advice from tax pros, first tier pricing, second tier pricing, and third tier pricing. The thing here is that you need to understand some of those tax preparation software tools, they charge you extra for certain things. So that's why I was just telling you earlier, you need to know exactly which one really you need to know first what kind of forms you need, what kind of situation you have. Are you a single filer? Are you a joint filer? Before you actually can choose eSmart Tax or another player. So what is our verdict here? eSmart Tax, worth it? Yes, definitely worth it. eSmart Tax, legit? Yes, definitely legit. As I said before, eSmart Tax actually is a product from Liberty Tax, which has been in business since 1997. So this accounts for something, right? And basically, is eSmart Tax free? No. eSmart Tax doesn't offer free filing options. As a user, you will pay for both federal and state returns. You can basically, as I just showed you a screenshot of the pricing selection from like a little earlier. So it really depends on what kind of situation you're in. But the thing here is that you need to really understand eSmart Tax is really for those who are not looking for a complicated tax return. So if you have a fairly simple tax return, you will love eSmart Tax. If you actually love a tax return, a tax software tool that's also pretty sort of straightforward, you will love eSmart Tax. As I said earlier, there are a few things that they need to work on. Basically, there are no import options. This is a tool that's not suitable for users with complex tax situations. So if you are, let's say, the eSmart Tax platform supports active traders, landlords, and self-employed people, but the software is not easy to use. And so filers with these types of income are better off opting for alternative software. And so eSmart Tax does not provide any feedback or progress indicators to help filers know if they are filing correctly. And this can be tough to figure out whether you have missed W-2, if you hold multiple jobs, for instance, or fail to report certain income types without session summaries or other progress indicators. So bottom line here is, would we recommend eSmart Tax? Yes, we will. But for those who have simple tax situations, if you're looking for something more, if you have a more complex sort of a tax situation, you will not actually, you will not enjoy eSmart Tax because the capabilities are not here yet. And also, if you are a beginner filer, let's say you've been filing taxes for 1 or 2 or 3 years, and you have a fairly simple sort of tax situation, you will love eSmart Tax. Now, in terms of price, we think there are better options out there. eSmart Tax is a tad pricier than other software tools on the market. For example, I was just telling you earlier about 1040.com, which actually use the same sort of capability as eSmart Tax, but is actually charging you way less than eSmart Tax is charging you. So do we recommend it? Yes, but to a specific niche. Okay, we will not recommend the eSmart Tax to the general public. That's for sure. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about eSmart Tax. So I give you the overview, the value added, the features, the extras, the pricing, the alternatives, and the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.